The countdown is here, and we are at the end of 2021. The holidays are quickly approaching.
Let's get into some adult-themed chats about gift giving, gigs, and of course, there's always new hair units to talk about, honey. Nate.
WBV's doing hard fronts. Plus, we have some political talk about the laws of the land, the Supreme Court, and political strategy.
As well as drag politics.
And of course, the cave is full of your queries, quandaries, and genitalia imaginincha.
Wow.
Which is Latin for dick pic.
I love Latin. Okay, hope you've got your mittens on, because this Gossica, she is hot.
I just had these gels done. I can't wear it cotton or wool.
Forever. Dog.
Tea sculpturing.
Are we sipping tea or plugging the leaks in our ceilings?
I smoked it. I smoked the tea, mama.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back for another steaming, piping, scalding, serving of the hot
goss.
This is our weekly chat show where we talk about events in our lives, gossip and politics, and take a deep dive into the DMs. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Some hot
goss. Serena. Ooh, what you sipping on? But there's milk.
It's tea. I don't drink coffee. I'm a tea girl.
I knew that you were a tea girl from the moment I said there was something about you walked in the dressing room and I went, tea girl. I said I'm not going to go after her. I don't want
in the room. Oh, wait. Yes.
The minute you walked in the joint,
bom bom.
I could see the burns on your thumbnails. I knew you were a tea. Wait.
Okay.
Oh, so the holiday season.
The Band-Aid on my thumb.
Oh, wow. What did you do to that?
Drag.
Theater.
Drag is very dangerous. And
theater, art, clubs, legends. It gives you cuts.
Theater. Club.
Clat. You know the first cut's the deepest, right?
That's what I've heard.
And then you just got to tell them to keep going. The lube will mix with the blood. It'll be a pleasant shade of pink by the end.
Oh my God. This is a really just X-rated episode right from the jump today.
X-rated? I think informative more so than anything. I mean, more informative than, and just like that. Have you seen that yet? I haven't.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Do you know what happens?
Yes. I mean, it's been leaked enough that I'm like, ugh, it's as leaky as my ceiling.
And that's why I don't do cardio.
Peloton stock dip. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so rude, dude. I mean, okay. In the long term, we're talking about Peloton. I mean, yes, I guess they're stuck, crashed. You know what I want to know about? And this is something no one's talking about. I want to know what phone Carrie Bradshaw has in that show, because it's like, it's not an iPhone, but it has little buttons for the keyboard, like almost like a BlackBerry, but like modern.
Oh,
I want to know what this phone is, and I want to get it because Carrie Bradshaw has it.
Oh, okay. Who are you? Are you a Carrie, a Miranda, a Samantha, Charlotte?
Charlotte Roos.
Charlotte Loose.
Did you like how they dealt with? Oh wait, you haven't seen it. Never mind.
I haven't seen it, but I know like she ghosted her on text, right?
Samantha.
And that's it. She's busy. There's people I don't talk to from 10 years ago every time they text me, just because it's like, Courtney, you're in Australia. Shut the fuck up.
Well,
You're not in the group anymore.
I'm obsessed with the show, and just like that, I will continue to call it Sex in the City, though, because I can't. That's what it is.
You're a Carrie now that you write things, right?
Oh yes, it's a Carrie. It's always a Carrie, honey. Yes,
Always been a
carrying, honey. She's carrying.
Carrying. Yes. She's Michael
Shows.
Patrick Kinging.
Show Michael Patrick Queen. So wait, you recently filmed a project, one of your many, endeavors. You recently filmed a project with Sophie from the Cock Destroyers.
Yes. She is she's a fuck slut and she loves cum all over. She likes getting dogged out in parks.
So that's what she said about you?
Oh yeah, she was reading my bio.
How was it? You probably can't talk about it.
I can talk about it. It was so much fun. It was one of the most fun times I've ever had on set. There was a mixture of LGBTQIA people. I think every letter of that acronym was represented.
We love that. Alphabet City.
It was one of those times where it was 6 changes in one day, and I didn't sit down from the moment I got there until the moment I got in my car. Just looks. The second I get one look off, someone comes in. How long do you think until the next look?
Oh, I feel for the person whose job that is.
Honey, there was one time I just turned around and looked at them.
Evisceration.
And I didn't say anything, and they said, "We'll be right back. Do you want some pizza?" And I was like, "No, I don't want some pizza right now. Like, what hand should I eat it with? The one holding the wig or the one holding the duct tape? And who wants to wipe my ass in 2 hours when the cheese is coming out of it? With all these nails on. Jesus Christ."
No, that's how it always is. And I really feel for the person whose job it is to come in the room and ask the drag queen, "So how long do you think?" I know you just shaved. How long? I mean, 15 minutes until you're in full drag, or
we're soft 10.
We'll tell them 15. You know what? I'll give you 20. No concept.
Yes. Sophie was amazing. She was basically a drag queen. She wigs, makeup, hair, tits. The tits are amazing. It was a lot of fun. It was very queer. Now you're off traveling, gallivanting in San Francisco. Is it raining up there too? You haven't been outside today. You don't know.
It was raining torrentially yesterday, and I think it moved down to Los Angeles. But
you said, "Go get my sister wet."
It was like really, really cold and raining, and I was like, what is this? What's going on? Like, I didn't even know what to do. And like, I was trying to find a thing on my phone, and like, but it was raining. And so I couldn't, it was really disorienting. Living in Los Angeles makes you ill-equipped to deal with, weather of any kind. At least me.
Yeah, someone who lives with you told me that you were kind of going through it, trying to get to the airport after closing up your acclaimed theater show Head Over Heels.
Yeah.
He said that you stayed up and then you had to get up real early for that first flight.
Yeah. And
not pleasing. You haven't done that in a while. You've been a local girl.
The great thing about doing a theater show is there's teams of people who make sure that your hair is done and in the right place, and then your clothes are steamed and hung up and put in a thing. When you're just a fucking rogue drag queen going to another city, it's like everything is all over the house. I haven't been on the road in 2 months because I've been doing a theater show, so nothing is packed. So yeah, it was a shit show, but the event was last night. It was really, really nice. I got to have a conversation with Honey Mahogany. She moderated the event, and she's so iconic. I'm obsessed with her. She's like a lovely earth angel person.
Did you bring your fat marker? Find all the books.
I forgot it.
You forgot it.
I
See?
forgot it.
Haven't been on the road. She's lost it. She's lost her touch.
I have it right here. I just didn't bring it to the thing last night. So
Sounds like you were working alone. Your show, Head Over Heels, was so great, by the way. I was obsessed.
I had no idea you were even there.
I hasten to say it, but I liked it double the amount I liked it on Broadway. Just because the way of the concept of them doing it in the round with like audience participation and like not having it on a proscenium stage was brilliant. Honestly, and like the different stations of the characters, the Pythio drag queen, Peppermint was great, and like she's my sister and all, but this Pythio drag queen, I could
Freddie.
Their voice so good. I was not mad.
Iconic.
You sounded great. You did. I saw some wall work. I saw floor work. I saw
yes, we do it all.
The earrings stayed on. That back to my lace front. That neck was never so napey. That nape of that neck, honey. And the updo. Oh, yeah.
Dude.
She took off that red cape and she said, honey, I'm that lady in the red dress at the party that everybody needs. Every party needs a girl in a good red dress. And you were that girl. You were the red girl. I saw red.
You saw red. You
got my attention.
I broke the dawn. Yes. And that was a Wigs by Vanity. And Jenny,
Dallas
our
Sunset?
Maybe. It's the red, the red one. It's
there's a Strawberry Sweetheart in the
Born.
Dallas Sunset, darling.
I think it's Dallas Sunset.
Yeah, I think you should be sure of that before you go speaking.
It's the alley from A Star Is Born.
Oh, yeah. That's the one. I got it.
Yeah, it's that one. But
what was your favorite part about doing the show?
Now
that it's over.
Getting to work with the people. I mean, the cast is so fucking cool and talented and fierce and
George's
really
voice,
fun.
Everything.
Yes.
Beautiful production. The lighting, when that disco ball turned on and it was just magic. I mean, you had to feel that magic when you were on stage every night.
Yeah. It was a really fun show.
The book of the show is a little thin. Like, it should not be out in this weather or it would just melt. Like, we'll do vacation here. Let's send the peripheral character on a vacation to Lesbos. Beach balls. Yeah. I was waiting for it to hit you in the head. It didn't.
It did every other night.
It was weird. Huh.
What?
Nothing?
No, it did pretty much every night I got hit in the head. It started to become really consistent. So it was like an exception if I didn't.
Well, I enjoyed it so much. Are there any new good wigs that you'd like to talk about now that you had to give that red one back?
I didn't have to give it back. It's mine. It's a Model's own. It's Model's own. And I got to keep it, styled that way. So
you're going to see that wig in about 8 years. She's going to wear it for something when she plays Angela Lansbury in Cock Knobs and Shroom Sticks.
I find it my responsibility to tell you, Vera.
If I kept my hair natural like you, I'd be bald. There's a great little ditty that's burning up the airwaves. It's by an artist named Jake Castro, and it also features Ken Cassini. Mm-hmm. It's called Chicken Noodle Soup, and it's a little bop.
Let's take a listen, and we'll be right back.
Woke up in the heat flash, trying hard not to look back. We don't need to fight it, we need to try it, we need to let it go. We don't need to fight it, we need to try it, we need to let it go. We don't need to fight it, we need to try it, we need to let it go. Chicken noodle soup for this song, make you feel right. I can keep you warm in the middle of a cold night. I know the game, I know you're saying, where are you now? Chicken noodle soup for this song, make you feel right. Everybody knows I'm too old not to act right. You stay the same, I'm not to blame. Where are we now? When I go left, you seem to go right. We go back and forth all night.
Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking
and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice, like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you could do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank Partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, everybody needs a website. Otherwise, you're just out there making your business happen with what? Word of mouth? No, ma'am. If you've got a passion project that you're starting, if you want to start making drag watches that are purely ornamental, made for the sole purpose of a queen touching her wrist during lip sync when the song lyrics say, time. That idea is brilliant and needs a website. This is why you need Squarespace, because Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, then you can grow your brand and get paid all in one place. Plus, they have integrated SEO tools, which means search engine optimization, I think, so you can show up more often on search engines. And their Blueprint AI design tool, which can get a fully custom website built in just a few steps if you want to do the whole AI thing. Plus, you can connect your socials, set up easy ways for your customers to buy your products, and even schedule appointments with you. It's all right there on Squarespace. I've scaled a number of businesses in my time, and they have all needed websites because websites just legitimize you, And Squarespace is a great spot for a creative person like me who needs to make a website and has great ideas but doesn't necessarily know the HTML, QRL, TMV of it all, Because I'm not an IT whiz at all. But Squarespace makes it easy for me to select what I want and then put out a wonderful website. And it could be the same for you. You need to check out squarespace.com/drag for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, just use the offer code DRAG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is kind of the same thing. Squarespace.com/drag. Let's talk about it. You want to get political with us? We got a little song about it. Like to hear it. Here it go.
It is our #1 song on Spotify. Year roundup. And it goes something like this.
Let's get political. I wanna get political. Let me see your policy. Scoop it up, up. So we got some news from California. This is how California plans.
We're talking about politics, and do you know that one from Xanadu?
Yeah. Suddenly. Why has Xanadu not been done with Courtney Act yet? That's all I want in my life.
Politics.
Xanadu's next.
Politics.
I think Courtney should be the
Yeah.
blonde girl, and me and you should be Jackie Hoffman and old big lady. That would work
I'll
out
take-
so well.
Do I have to wear roller skates?
No, Jackie Hoffman and big lady don't wear roller skates.
Well, darn. No, I'll
I have
still
those high
do
heel
it.
roller skates
but-
though. Yeah, we will too. Just so we can get hurt and complain. Need something to complain about. So this is about how Gavin Newsom plans to copy Texan abortion tactics for gun control in California. So our governor, Gavin Newsom, is trying to give conservatives a taste of their own medicine by taking the legal arguments behind Texas's anti-abortion bill, SB 8, and using them to model a new bill that would allow Californians to sue gun manufacturers and assault weapons dealers. On December 10th, the Supreme Court issued a ruling allowing Texas' anti-abortion bill to remain in place for the time being. The bill allows private citizens in Texas the right to sue anyone who aids or abets in the performance of an abortion after 6 weeks of pregnancy. The next day, Newsom tweeted a statement that he was outraged by SCOTUS's decision and added, if states can now shield their laws from review by the federal courts that compare assault weapons to Swiss Army knives, then California will use that authority to protect people's lives. He said he's directed his staff to work with the legislature and the attorney general on a bill that would create a right of action allowing private citizens to seek injunctive relief and statutory damages of at least $10,000 per violation, plus costs and attorney's fees against anyone who manufactures, distributes, or sells an assault weapon or ghost gun kit or parts in the state of California. If the most efficient way to keep these devastating weapons out of our streets is to add the threat of private lawsuits, we should do just that, Gavin said. Realistically, there's little chance that Newsom's gambit will actually succeed in limiting gun rights in California. The Supreme Court has repeatedly signaled that its 6-3 conservative majority intends to expand gun rights while also limiting or even eliminating the constitutional right to an abortion. However, Newsom's proposal does have the potential to underscore the absurdity of the mechanism behind SB 8, whatever the actual outcome for the gun bill. This is, putting the right laws in place is going to help. Probably not, but at least it's a step in the right direction, and it's keeping the needle moving with the conversation, because this Supreme Court is not in our favor right now. We need to Pelican brief and get rid of like 2 or 3 of them at the same time. I got the red wig. You got the red wig, actually. Just take it down. You could be Julia Roberts.
I wear it when I'm acting. This is,
You know who does that?
this is RuPaul. This is this is petty, spiteful, vindictive shade. Because Gavin
I know
Newsom
Flawless Shade.
said,
She's from Portland.
right. Gavin Newsom said, "Oh, y'all want to do all that? Y'all want to leave it to?" It is the Texas abortion bill is so absurd, and it's like anyone who can sue anyone if they hear about anything. It's like Salem witch trials. Like, it's very, very foolish and old fashioned. And so Gavin Newsom is saying, I'm going to cast shade and aspersions upon your logic.
I'm podcasting.
Hello, so am I.
Marco's downstairs, I think.
Marcona.
Hello. Alaska says hi.
This is all a smokescreen. Everyone knows that abortion should be legal and safe, and that guns are fucking ridiculous. Everyone knows that. That is common sense, and most of the country agrees with that. These issues are used to distract us from the fact that fucking rampant capitalism is fucking ruining the earth and will not stop. And people are dying in fucking Amazon factories and getting blown away by fucking tornadoes because they're not allowed to leave, because they have to stay at their job where they're not making enough money to only work one job. So that's like the real issues of the world. These are just these are hot button get you mad at other people sort of issues that are, it's going to keep going back and forth.
Yeah,
because they want it that way.
Hot button issues do that. Hot zipper issues are even worse. You ever put jeans on straight out of the dryer without underwear? Bitch, you will burn your dick. No. I
I've never
burnt
had
my
that.
dick so bad last week.
That's not what the blisters are from, dear. Okay. I've heard that.
Oh.
I've heard every excuse in the book. I've never heard that one.
Well, I just wanted to say someone wrote in and thought you guys were being dismissive about abortion because of what Alaska just said about these are distractions. But I think to that person, listen to what was just said. These are not meaning the issues aren't important. It means that they're using the hot button issues to hold your attention while bigger, more evil things are happening on a global scale.
Sneaking in things on bills and things.
I'm not being
Yes.
dismissive about abortion. I mean, it's
Correct.
fucking obvious that that any fucking woman should be allowed to fucking have dominion over her own fucking body. And point blank, period. That
Yeah.
I
We
think we're
settled
in
this
agreement
50
on this
we
fucking
settled it
podcast about that.
Half a century ago. And now it's up for debate again. Like half a century ago, we all knew this. The majority
know
of the country
this.
knew this. And we know
And the
this
majority
still.
of the country knows that.
Like, I love abortions. I've paid for probably 5 or 6. Like, many people in my orbit did not get Christmas presents because I was like, well, I paid for you, your old boardy this year, so you're not getting the gift card, darling.
What?
You've never paid for an abortion?
Not that I
It's
know,
better
of,
than
but I
buying presents
would.
every year. I'll
But
tell
I
you that.
would.
Oh, I've definitely paid for at least more than one hand. But then it's great. They give you the stem cells. You wonder.
It's very important that women have the dominion and power over their own bodies and should absolutely have access to safe. They should be free abortion procedures if ever they should want it, need to talk about it. That is not negotiable. And guns should be fucking taken out. We should go the way of Australia and ban assault weapons.
Yeah.
Just in case it wasn't clear where I stand on these issues.
Too many
If you
gun
think that I'm being
lobbyists line.
dismissive.
Yeah, no. It's the NRA and all the gun money in the government and the private money from the Republican sector that is leading to those laws not being outlawed yet, which is stupid. But we're gonna go into a deep dark cave and read about things from our own community and try to insulate ourselves from all the noise and the mess because we're about to go spelunking.
Well,
No?
soon, but
No?
let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Okay. I'm already in the cave. On my two-way Carrie Bradshaw phone with keys.
Honey.
So
Dominion
then-
would be a great drag name, by the way. Dominion.
It's a beautiful word, isn't
Welcome to
it?
the stage, Dominion. You can call her Minnie.
Minnie, we need your mix.
Ooh, maybe that's Minnie Anna Main's real name. Dominion Anna Main. It's not Minerva. It's Dominion.
I love it.
Dominion Anna Main. Ooh, new drag name, Dominion.
New drag name.
Yes.
Why don't we go ahead? This isn't a deep spelunk. We're just dipping our toe in the cave at this point.
Yeah, I hear there's black mold in the cave, so we're gonna stay out of it right now.
Last week, we talked a little bit about Matty Morphosis, the cis straight white man who is part of the cast of season 14 of the new season of Drag Race. Okay, this is going to be a huge topic of conversation around the season. Everyone wants to talk about Matty Morphosis. The name on everybody's lips
hips
gonna
is
be
gonna be
straight
Matt.
guy. On one point here is that the casting choice is overshadowing the trans women who have been cast on the show, which is something we've been hoping and waiting for years at this point. However, we still find ourselves centralizing our conversation around the straight guy. And we haven't even seen what she's going to do. We have a message from Jay on this matter. Would you like to read it?
Sure. This says, hey, laddies and dip. Longtime listener, first-time writer. Honest question. In past episodes, you all have talked about the validity of AFAB queens, but in your last episode, y'all, particularly Willam, took umbrage with metamorphosis. It seems like a double standard, especially if an AFAB queen identifies as straight. I get where Willam was coming from regarding queer spaces, but I was heavily bullied by just as many straight women as straight men regarding my perceived sexuality. Would love to better understand where y'all are coming from. With love, Jay. Well, this isn't about you and who you were bullied by, Jay. This is about how I feel about people I work with in my spaces. And I think that just off of what I've seen from Drag Race in the past, where they've been historically transphobic and exclusionary to trans women. And now that finally the tide has changed a little and they've put some girls on the show and they crowned a trans winner and they've stopped getting casting to ask if girls are on hormones or where they were in their transition legitimately, I feel like it's very soon to have a straight person in our space doing what we do when she didn't even put on a fucking wig. That is my main qualm. Where is the wiggatry? All I needed was a wig. Then she would have blended in and I wouldn't have been so mad. It's like, you're going to come into our space? You're going to wear a wig? Goodbye. Right. And I'm sorry that you were bullied. I really am, Jay. I was bullied too. We were all bullied. You learn to move on. You grow from it. You don't hold it against every straight person in the world. I don't hold any of those qualms against them. But I just think that there's many people out there that have been trying for years that are worthy in our community instead of looking outside of our community to people that have been given, carte blanche in the world, white straight men, to compete on our show, because it is our show. We take ownership of it. The girls are the ones that have created it. So I find it kind of insulting that they're using this casting to further a story point, because straight drag queens are not some community that needs to have the light shown on them because they've been so repressed for all these years. They're not repressed. They have all the rights that a straight person has.
Right.
They don't need a parade. We do. This is our parade every week. This is our chance to show ourselves off in our community. And I had problems with AFAB queens too in the beginning, if you all don't remember that. I said something like, I'd rather go see drag queens than AFAB queens. And I said that about drag kings too. People evolve and change. Have I completely evolved or changed past that? I don't know. But I definitely like Victoria Scone. And I definitely like Wendy Ho. And I've come to realize that a lot of people that I work with are AFAB queens or sometimes in some cases drag kings. So I've definitely changed my thoughts on a lot of that. But I haven't. Yeah. This is just how I think. And I don't need to be right or wrong. And Jay, if you do need to put me in a right or wrong category, bitch, you could put me in the wrong one. I'm good with that. I've been wrong before on worse things.
Well, and I think the bottom line and the conclusion that we came to was,
where is the unit?
Well, no, it's like, I don't care what your, genitals are or who you go to bed with at night. I really don't, as long as you're like fierce and uplifting, the spirit of drag. If you're actually fierce and like bringing it and so then like fierce and like, I applaud you. And so I'm just going to wait and see. And it was a stunt casting and to get people talking. And it's working. Cause we have another letter about, drag, right?
It's about drag. It's not about Maddie. It's sort of building on this topic of who gets to do drag.
Okay. Do you want to take it or do you want me?
Sure, I'll read it. I'll give it a try. Okay. Hello.
Hello. That's what it is.
Yes.
Right, Mrs. Doubtfire's straight man doing drag. Okay.
There you go.
Maybe Metamorphosis is just doing drag so that he can get custody of his kids back. It's very possible. It's very, very possible. Okay.
Oh, she didn't abort them?
Okay. Hello, long time
Hello.
listener, first time caller. I have kind of a serious question. I came across this video of drag kids from CBC Kids News, in which kids aged 8 to 12 are doing drag and citing their drag inspirations. Alaska being one of the girls' inspirations. I'm all for drag being mainstream, but my question to the girls is this. What do they think when they see kids doing drag? Is it inappropriate? Did they anticipate this when they started? I'd imagine a child audience would be the last thing on their minds when they began their journey with drag. I don't know how to feel about it. In the video, a girl dances around in short shorts and tongue pops and uses drag lingo. I think I
That was
find it
Kenya
inappropriate.
Michaels.
I think I find it inappropriate, but would be interested in what it is the girls think. Is drag just for adults? Here's the link. Also, I'm from the UK and I'll be in LA for a month next week. Attached is a photograph of my engorged member. Hit me up, Willam. Bye.
Okay. Well, he didn't include his name, so I can't hit him up.
Correct. I do have
and
his email, though.
He needs to get his feet off the goddamn table.
Well, maybe he's at his office and he's the boss.
Honey,
and so, you do that 80s thing where you put your feet up on the desk. Everyone does that, right?
That's just fine. Tess McGill would take umbrage with it. But I think that if his feet are on the desk and he's naked, he didn't put a towel down.
He has socks on.
Yeah, but bare-assed on the whatever. Mm-mm.
Definitely a bare ass, yes.
Yeah, he might be a little bit of a bear. I have a scar on my leg from when I was 4, from when I was dancing in high heels, and I cha-cha'd too hard, and the heel went like up near my thigh and like cut down the side of my knee.
Oh.
I was 4. Kids are gonna find a way to do drag whether they see it or they don't. Like, I knew I needed to put on lots of jewelry and clothing that was not mine and do drag. So, like, the fact that kids have access and see what we do now and emulate that, sure. Are they going to get all the jokes? No.
Right.
But, like, I'm glad that you're inspiring these kids. I mean, Crystal Versace was 8 when
she won Drag
Raja
Race.
won Drag Race.
Yes.
Yeah. Crystal was 8 when I was on Drag Race. So that means she was 7 when Raja won, and 5 when BB won.
Mm-hmm.
If you put her in front of a television screen when she was 5, I'm sure she would have clicked through and stopped on Drag Race. Even if she didn't know what it was, she would have figured it out.
And I feel the same thing. Like, one of the safe spaces I had to like express myself was my grandmother's house. And I talk about this a little bit in my book. And I also love this acai berry drink by Absolute. It's really, really nice. But no, I got to like wear her amazing clip-on earrings and play in her things. And
When
so,
Pop-Pop would come home, he would fuck you.
Oh my
No?
God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
No? There wasn't role play?
And so I was doing
Elder
drag
roleplay?
as a child. And how amazing would it have been? I know that I know Jinx was involved in child drag pageants and like drag shows and everything like this. How amazing would it be if we had a place to cultivate this thing that we were interested in, just like kids have soccer practice or, ka. Again, not all drag is going to be for all ages. I mean, I think the 2 queens sitting here on this podcast are testament to that. Some of our content is geared toward an NC-17 audience, like this episode. Like
Definitely.
This podcast, but that doesn't mean that like kids can't enjoy drag and even Drag Race. I mean, when I was a kid, there were girls dressing up as Madonna in the boy toy phase with the lace and all that. Was that appropriate? Or any less appropriate than dressing up as a drag queen, or like dressing up like Nicki Minaj nowadays if you're like an 8-year-old kid and knowing all the words and hitting the beats? No, it's fine. Kids are going to find a way to, try to be adults.
And then when you're an adult, you're going to lie about your age and try to be a kid. So that's how that works. Whoever this is, hit me up when you're in LA. Your dick looks nice.
And the I guess the difficult part of this is really on the parents, because the parents have to weed out which parts of drag are going to be appropriate for their children and which parts aren't. And even Drag Race is pretty family friendly, but sometimes there's some stuff that's like, oh, okay, we're going to skip over this part, right?
I mean,
so where do you, I
yes.
guess you go to Nina West's channel if you want drag for kids.
Honestly, there's a reason I wasn't allowed to read to kids at the library. And the reason that I thought wasn't
'Cause
the
you
actual
can't read?
reason. No, fuck you, bitch.
Hate it, bitch.
No, It was something I forwarded. They told me I was disinvited after I cleared my schedule for 3 months at the West Hollywood Library, and then I sent them the apology video for like the thing that happened when we were on tour, where those comments I made about trans men were taken out of context, and some of it was shitty. And I sent them that thing, and they said, "Oh no, that's not what this is about. But that's good to know that that you've changed." Like, oh, I'm terrible. So it's some people are drag friendly, some kid friendly, some people aren't.
Well, let's go ahead and
Take a break.
take a break, and we'll be right back. Everybody get in the cave.
Everybody get in the cave.
Let's
the
get
cave is
spelunking
roomy.
in the cave. This is the moment where we go
Spelunking, unking.
deep inside the D-Devs.
This first
You want to
message
read
comes.
this one?
Yeah, I want to read it. It comes from Francesco.
Oh.
Oh, bovine in nature. Hi, my sweet little angels. I'm 23, and I'm writing because I just lost my virginity to a guy, and I can't talk about it with anybody. I feel like you
Okay.
guys are the closest I have to gay friends because you're such a big part of my life and bring me so much joy. Oh, I love that. So, we met from Grindr, and he kind of catfished me. Fuck. I don't think I enjoyed sucking dick. It was like having a piece of plastic in my mouth, and he gagged me a little too much. He gagged you? I also later regretted swallowing his load since he was a stranger. You need to take over.
Okay, I'll continue.
Oh wait, okay, yeah, you take it.
He
Oh.
asked if I had ever been fisted. He said he has been. I said no, ma'am. His ass wasn't that clean either. I couldn't even manage to put my dick in his hole. He fucked me and it was cool, but I think I practiced too much on my own and my hole was a little too loose. In the end, my dick got soft and I couldn't even come. Overall, it was fine. When he was gone, I got a little sad, regretful, and anxious. So I put on season 5 and listened to Race Chaser to cheer me up. That's what we're here for. Here's the question. How did you feel after your first time with a guy? Was it really all that you had expected it to be? Was it harder than you had expected? Or was it kind of right where you had expected it to be? Or had you even planned it? Did you even know? That's funny. Love you, Francesco from Italy. I have something to say.
Say it.
First of all, and you say you can't talk about it with anybody. First of all, yes, you can. You can talk about it with anyone, and I think you should. And thank you for writing this in. My first time with a guy was really, really. It was awkward, and it was not what I expected. And, I ended it early and I told this guy to go away and to leave. And then I cried and it was very and I was in high school and I felt like I couldn't talk about it with anyone. So it was something I was dealing with on my own. So this happens. This is common. And often, we have an idea of what sex is supposed to be from porn and from movies, but in real life, it's not quite like that. It can be, awkward, or you have to stop and have a conversation, or so these are things that are common, and you're not alone. And
Common.
who you calling common?
Common.
Do you have anything to say about this, Willam?
Yeah. If the dick doesn't gag you, you gag on the dick. So you're in control of how far anything goes in you. The bottom holds the power. The orifice holds the power, in my opinion. Because there wouldn't be tops without bottoms. So you're the one holding the power, in my opinion. If you give up the power, that's on you. And that's fine too, because you can get it back. But there's so many questions at the end that, how did you feel after the first time with a guy? Great. Tired. Was it really all that you expected it to be? Even more. It's, incest is best. Keep it in the family. Was it harder than what you had expected? Honey, he was hard all night. Or was it kind of right where you expected it to be? We didn't know where it should have been, but we found out. Had you ever even planned, or did you even know? Did you know? Do you know, Diane?
The point is,
There's
it's
many points here. We
often-
got Jiggly and the queer up in here. Point your sister in.
It's often not exactly what you expect it's going to be, and sometimes sometimes sex is not what you expect it to be, but that doesn't mean that you can keep trying, and make sure that you're clear ahead of time about boundaries, about what kind of activities are on the table, what kind of activities are not. It sounds like this guy isn't that cool, because he catfished you, first of all. Then he's like trying to introduce fisting on the first time, and it's like your
Damn.
virginity, and it's like, it's like, wait, whoa. So it sounds like you had, a shit experience with a shit guy. And I'm sorry about that, but I think give it some time, and I think you will bravely move forward, Francesco.
Yeah, I always thought that sex between two people can be a beautiful thing. But between four people, fantastic! So just find some more people, and then you can talk about sex with them.
Speaking of more people.
What? Shall we scroll on down?
Mm-hmm.
Scroll on down the road.
Oh.
Do you want to read it?
Yeah, this is from Gary. He says, "Hey, Alaska, Willam, and Big Dips. My name's Gary, and I'm from England, UK. I have a bit of a dilemma, and I'd like your thoughts on it."
Okay.
Sorry, I had to burp. "I've been single for about 18 months and have recently been approached by a couple I've known for a very long time, wanting me to join them for a threesome. We aren't close friends, but we say hello and chat whenever we run into each other at the bar. My main issue with the situation is that I'm very attached to one and not the other." I think he might mean attracted. "I wouldn't mind the one I'm not attracted to watching while I have a good time with his husband, but the thought of him getting involved really turns me off. I keep putting them off, saying I'm busy, mama, but I can't keep doing it indefinitely without offending both of them. So what do you think I should do? Do them both? Make it clear that I only want one of the two and risk offending both of them? Or just tell them I'm not interested and move on to another bottom? I've attached some dick pics and a video from a recent flight I took to Spain. Thanks in advance. Love, Gary." Thank you in advance. Where's the video? Roll
Play it
the
for
fucking
us.
tape.
All right, let me find it. Hold on.
In response to your question, Gary, you explained this to us, and
Have
you're
you
like,
had
I
three
can't
ways?
say this to them. Like they'll be offended, and it'll be horrible. I think it's very reasonable to say, maybe if you're messaging with them, you can say to the one you are attracted to, you can be like, "I'm into you, but I would be okay if your partner watched." That is not like obscene or horrible, and they might get offended. It might be awkward, it might be uncomfortable, or it could be really great. So I think that avoiding or lying or making up an excuse isn't the way to go. I think you should just be clear about communication. And here's the video. Roll that beautiful bass footage.
Oh. He's going to need to put that in the overhead.
Nothing turns me on more than an airplane lavatory. I just a shit splattered spaceship toilet. Just really gets my juices pumping.
His too, apparently. Have you had many three-ways?
Not many. Not
Okay.
many.
I've
I
been
feel
in
like
enough
Carrie Bradshaw on the
situations-
first episode of and
Just
just
Like
like that. And she's on a podcast and it's about sex and she refuses to talk about her sex life. I feel like her.
I don't.
And then her non-binary boss tells her, "You need to step your pussy up and you need to talk about your sex life, Carrie, or you're gonna
the
get
lady of the
fired."
lake, Sarah Ramirez. Yeah, fire her. I think that I've been in enough three-ways to know that sometimes you gotta eat through the one you don't like to get to the one you do like. You could tell them next if you're chatting with them on Grindr and it's like a couple's picture, just say, which one is this? And if it's the ugly one or the one you don't want, just stop talking. Or just send them a price list and be like, it's free for your partner. Or you could say, let's meet at a neutral location like a bathhouse where there's oftentimes porno mazes and dark rooms and little nooks, and you could find the one that you like and ditch the other one.
That seems just like a whole bunch of effort. Just be
No.
clear about communication.
You could also
Yeah.
manufacture a fantasy where the one you're not into
Tie 'em up.
has an
Yep.
active role, but that role is to be across the room jerking off while you fuck his partner.
Yeah, cuckold them.
Thank you.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
it be
that's
hot if he stayed
Wouldn't it
over
be
there?
hot if I tied you up and then I fucked you after him? You watched this whole time, and then you fucked the other guy, and then be like, I'm all done. Anybody want Del Taco? Like, start eating Taco Bell immediately after. Pull it out of the bedside and be like, sorry, closed.
Del
Do you have any mild
Taco.
sauce?
Del Taco. Ugh, they should stick to making computers. I make that joke every time I can. Okay. The last message from KB. Hi, Alaska, Willam, and Big Dipper. I love you all so much. I was listening to an old episode of the pod recently when you talked about fun places in LA where a fellow spelunker could go see amazing queens. My friends and I are making a 30th birthday trip to Palm Springs in February of 2022. Vaxxed and boosted. Yeah. And I wanted to ask you the same question. I grew up in Southern California, going to Palm Springs often, but never got to experience that scene. My question, where are the best places to support queens in Palm Springs? We are staying downtown. Unfortunately, I do not have a dick pic to provide, as I am not the owner of one, and I don't want to ask my friends coming on the trip for one to send. I'm sure they'd happily provide because they're huge fans, but I don't want to see my friends' dicks, you know? Anyway, Thanks so much for your help. Sincerely, KB. P.S. Willam, I can't wait to see you this month in Charleston for the Murray and Peter Christmas show. And Alaska, I finished your audiobook in 2 days. It was wonderful. Well, thanks.
Okay, let's hit it with the Palm Springs things. You can go to the Purple Room. They have drag cabaret shows regularly and impersonation artists. Chill Bar. Right downtown. Delta does show there. Morgan does shows there. There's Toucans. There's the Barracks. There's the little Fruit Loop on is it Andaz Street? What's the street?
Arenas?
It's Arenas. Right by the Hotel Zozo or Zaza, where it's like there's so many little gay bars on that strip. There's the Eagle. What's that one? There's a lot.
Yes.
There's tons of drag to be found, and if you don't find what you're looking for over the weekend, there's always Monday in WeHo, which has Makeout Mondays at Rocco's, Raya's Night. It's got Mickey's Showgirls, which is Morgan and Raven. There's lots of great stuff happening on Monday in LA, but Palm Springs has wonderful things going on too.
Yeah, and I was listening to Very That recently, and she had a guest. Delta had a guest host who's from Palm Springs.
Was it Monistat?
Ethelina.
Ethelina Kane, yeah.
Yes. And basically they were making it sound like there's hundreds of drag options on any given day, on any day of the week in Palm Springs. So you definitely go
Asia
take
SF is out there too.
Right. Go take a look around, pick up some flyers, and support all the queens out there. Or check out what Ethelina's doing. She's a friend of the pod.
Yeah, there you go. Hope that helped. See you at the Christmas show.
Murphy and Peepers. Thank you so much for listening to
Hot Goss.
I'm Carrie Bradshaw.
And I'm Samantha. Next week will be our final hot goss of the year, too. So please write in with your questions about the new year, 2022.
Yeah.
Share us big plans, big dicks, your resolutions about how to keep that hole looser than a drawstring or tighter. What steps you are taking to make your goals happen. Do you need advice on how to break out of a rut or how to bust a nut or start a new project? Send us your questions, your queries, your burning inquiries. This right now. Do it now. Do it now this weekend.
And we'll be talking about what the future holds next week on Hot Girls.
So send us those questions via email to racechaserpodcast@gmail.com.
And we have tons of bonus video content available on patreon.com/Willam.
You can follow us on Instagram at Willam, at the Only Alaska 5000, at RaceChaserPod, and at Mom Podcasts.
And that link on Instagram at RaceChaserPod also has lots of resources and places to donate money in support of the Black Lives Matter movement, and a link to aapip.org to help combat increased anti-Asian violence.
And please get the vaccine, wear a mask, wash your hands, stay safe and healthy, and boost up that booster shot.
That's right. We'll be back next week with more piping,
Piping,
steaming,
scalding,
boiling,
burning, hot goss.
Hot Goss is a Forever Dog podcast.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. Mixed and mastered by Will Pitts.
Our theme song is graciously provided by ATF Enterprises.
This Goss is hot.